I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years. Wait for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything.
I already watched this part.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the LSU Tigers taking on the Oregon Ducks. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. To throw is Barrett. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Ducks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. Throwing after the interception. Barrett. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Barrett's pass to the sideline.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Ferguson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. It didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this will be a touchdown.
LSU.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back to the training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Nothing, and my offense hasn't even seen the field.
Balls in the air.
Fantastic.
That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Pratt rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Pratt. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. Mason Thibodeau, 43 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage.
Point is good.
First quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down. Right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
A 2nd down carry for Ferguson. And a scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Ferguson, the ball carrier.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw on 3rd down. Barrett. Eluding the pressure right.
Barrett on the keeper.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Taking it about the 16. Now another. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Ferguson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barrett complete to Myers, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
LSU Tigers 28, Ducks nothing.
The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Ferguson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
At the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Barrett. Buying time to his left.
Barrett on the keeper.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Throwing on 1st down. Pratt. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brooks. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And a huge play that time. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ferguson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
To throw on 3rd down, Barrett.
The 3rd down pass.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, Pratt. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Mason Thibodeau on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. And that's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
They start out with a run by Ferguson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The offense on third down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Oregon's punter out on the field as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. First and 10, LSU. From the gun, Pratt. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A great play there. 48 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback, and that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, he certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's throwing 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
At the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, Barrett. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage.
And he's going to go down again.
A 10-yard loss.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
That's the end.
And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Ducks, nothing.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
24-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third down, Barrett. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
It's 4th.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. LSU with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. Room here to run. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there. 42 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
9-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The incomplete pass there, and you think about the quarterback position in college football. Kind of seems like once you get a guy developed, his 4 years are up just like that. He's off to the NFL. So what we're seeing here, a first ever college start at the quarterback.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Mason Thibodeau there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just
Not in my house.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Pratt. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On first down, Barrett to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20. Oh, up and over. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. 44-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on first down. Pratt flush to his right. Avant brings it in. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. First and 10, LSU. Operating from the gun. Pratt. Pulled in by Avant. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the gun, Barrett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Barrett. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now throwing on
Not in my house, son.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. He's going to let one fly, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
All right, let's see if we can't hit 100 points in this game.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Barrett. And caught by Cameron right side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that and this is caught! And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Barrett. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Barrett. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard.
little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
To throw again on second down. Barrett. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barrett. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40 and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. Throwing after the interception. Barrett, throw left side complete. It's Myers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Barrett.
7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Barrett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Field. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to...
In trouble, and he's taken down.
A loss of 11.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Not a bad, 112-0. Thank God that's over.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Yeah.
Wake up.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to, what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Oh, this whole thing again? Are you dumb? I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm not fucking Tommy.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
LSU with a 1st and 10. They will let him throw here on the very first play. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Intended for number 83.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Flushed out right. And drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Pratt. He's going to let one fly here for Avant. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now LSU's punter getting set as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, no return.
At their own 27-yard line.
On first down, Ferguson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. On first down, Pratt being chased out left. Airing one out deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
But oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
At their own.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on a grease board, right in the playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. There's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
For number 15.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. We discussed how important it was going to be for this quarterback to get off to a hot start. Well, he has done that. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And it's good to make it 14-0.
That's the score. Tigers 14. Ducks nothing.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit. And find our way back into this game.
From the gun on third down. Barrett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first two possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. 6-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line.
So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
On first, again, they go with Ferguson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 21-0 our score after 1.
Tigers 21. Ducks nothing.
On 2nd down now, it's Ferguson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barrett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he is going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's Barrett on play action. And this this one incomplete.
Garbage.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Dancing to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
1st and 10, LSU. Operating from the gun. Pratt. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He's going to let one fly here for Avant. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
On the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Pratt. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. Here's a 1st and goal, LSU.
1st and goal at
from the gun. Pratt. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. From a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one. Wow. I mean, you talk about a guy catching absolute fire. That is now 5 first-half touchdown passes.
5 on the first half.
I think this performance that we've seen thus far, there should be no question that he should stand or center the entire game. I know, we're talking about Coach O'Brien here. He may want to make a change, but I don't see it in this case. I see him stand with the hot hand. He's made the right decision before the game even started by handing him the ball. I think he'll let him play it out.
They'll run on 1st down. Ferguson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ferguson on the draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the pistol, Ferguson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
10-10 at the 44-yard line.
See if they can't score here again before the half.
Throwing on 1st down. Pratt. He's going to let one fly here for Avant. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. as his guys continue to pour it on. I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6 touchdown passes. And you think about this guy, as we said, rotated in and out of the lineup all season. But right now, he looks as if he's had a zillion starts out there. He has been on point all game long. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Barrett into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Barrett. Throw left side complete. It's Myers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Barrett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The Ducks come up now 1st and 10. From the gun, Barrett. And Anderson's got it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 5.
The 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The final shot before break. Barrett is going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
With the score, Tigers 42, Ducks nothing.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Barrett. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
The line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, it's Burgess. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. An excellent return that time, 26 yards.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about half.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Well, folks, this is just getting ridiculous now. 7 touchdown passes. He is no doubt making up for lost time, putting an entire year of stats essentially into one football game. And by the way, those 7 touchdown passes, a college football playoff record. After the touchdown,
breaking records. I should be able to get drafted pretty high in the NFL.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Ferguson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
3-yard line.
From the gun, Barrett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He's got Gibbons. He's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
At the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on first down. Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front.
It's out. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
We have played 3 quarters.
LSU Tigers 56. Duck nothing.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
56.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour week yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And they rattle off a big one. 75 yards. Well, looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Pratt, the loot. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Damian Sanders there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
After after the touchdown. The LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Escaping. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the defense. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Pratt. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And it's off the mark, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Well, he's loose again, and he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown.
All the way to the house.
Fast back there to receive punts. That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Back to the air on second down. Barrett steps away to his left. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
That one a first down pickup of 8. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Barrett. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. On 4th down, Barrett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let one fly here for a Vaughn. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
What a great start for this junior quarterback as they get the victory.
83-3. Bye.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
How was you last week? I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. It wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
Just because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you.
I know you upset. But that dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers.
You okay, son?
Yeah, Coach, I just... Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here. Hurry.
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Waited my whole life for my one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. Are you the guy who's going to lead this team to victory? Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
The pressure perhaps getting to this young quarterback as LSU trails at the break. Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. I'll keep you updated as we receive more information. 1st and 10 now for Clemson. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
On the carry, it's Jewell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jewell. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Well, that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 7.
Now Cooper to throw on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Pratt. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU.
Back on the grind, my friend. Back on the grind.
7 yards. And LSU has jumped out in front. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the...
I beat Oregon 112-0 the first game. I beat them 83-3 the second game. So killing it.
But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I, sitting with him this week,
Didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
Well, I just remember when we left that room, you said two things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
Yeah, no, I can't stand. Rookie's too boring for me. It sucks going downfield on one play.
Second and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Cooper, complete, the tight end Rivera. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the...
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Fuck, why couldn't I pick up the ball? I had 2 guys laying on top of it, neither one could pick it up.
Much like a running
This
back
tubby
going
bitch
through the
comes in
line,
and takes it.
quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On second down now, Jewell. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
It's 3rd and 10.
Back to throw is Cooper on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown.
All the way to the house.
The game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks, and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Cooper. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. Clemson now with a 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Cooper throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Complete, it's Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's Cooper throwing on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. From the gun, Cooper. His throw incomplete.
Intended for his wideout.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen, guys, so you don't take an interception. But really, the big one, they just took everything.
That dude just got beamed in the face with the football.
Flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Unable to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Kelly. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Kelly. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to let one fly here for Avant. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the 3rd touchdown in this 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown in the 2nd half. He's taking this offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and what they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy. Cooper now on 1st down. And this is Simpson with a catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
The 42-yard line.
Cooper on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Cooper. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
The quarterback on the keeper.
Close game. We're champions.
They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback. His thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Did you pack a bag for Paps when he calls?
Can't find any. I can't get it.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids had is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe.
You hear from Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away.
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
This season.
I think there's only one individual I ever provide chicken. This one's for my brother, Tommy Matthews.
You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys did their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kid, so I stayed behind, make sure you were all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
Hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and we can win the championship together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
Did she say what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Is that him? He's an hour early.
You got trains under your bed.
Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No. I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No. Give me a minute.
Okay, Coach.
Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure. Talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
something good, I hope.
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even going to be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the third round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak Kids. I appreciate the faith, Coach, but if I'm gonna play QB at the next level, it seems like leaving now is my only shot.
That's probably true.
Wow. I did not expect all this to come to a head so soon.
Well, anything you need, just call. And when those NFL coaches come calling, trust that I'll have your back.
I'm not sure what's more strange, that interaction or the general cleanliness of this apartment.
Cupcake?
So, the NFL Combine.
Well,
I
then
spent
rented here.
so much.
Thanks everybody for coming out watching. We'll catch you tonight. Peace.